Welcome back to our Diablo 2 Bowazon Let's Play. In the previous episode we did some farming to get some Cannot Be Frozen. So we are ready to go on with Act 3. So yeah, we ended up making this hearth. So it didn't roll the best for its cold resist, because it can roll up to 60, but it's fine, we should have enough. And 13 cold absorb, Cannot Be Frozen, vitality. It gives us a good chunk of HP from 262 to 829. Just running Insight, and I think we also made, yes, we did make Insight for our mercenary, but that one rolled the absolute worst it could. So it's very unfortunate, but it's fine to get through Nightmare and probably the start of Hell. Just got a all-res magic find. Ended up making that piece as well. So got the 2 shell runes in the last video. Running this these greaves. We got this from Indariel for some all-res MF, fire res. We put this on because these are the 2 resistance we were lacking on. So we dropped a little bit of our MF for that. And all of our charms are pretty mediocre, either resistance or just a little bit of elemental damage. Some run off there. Yeah, any new ones that drop will probably replace the weaker ones. And for skills, I've got a skill point remaining. Put it into here, so currently at 15. And then just 1 in all the prerequisites. We've got Exploding Arrow maxed out, and Fire Arrow has 6 points into it for some extra damage to the Explosion Arrow. We haven't respec'd yet. 1 point in everything in this tree and nothing in that tree. So at the moment our standard Valk is level 3, because we did lose the Lore Helm, but our armor gives us a 15 Valkyrie. So we got over here the 2% chance to cast a level 15 Valk on striking. What are we doing for players count? Yeah, we're on players 1. There's Diablo. The last video, I unfortunately muted the mic and for some reason didn't unmute. So half the video is going to be done via voiceover after the fact. So I'm going to have to get around to redoing that at some point. By the time you watch this, that would have already been done.
I am overburdened. What would this bring from the right buyer?
So we're at 574 damage for our explosion, and our cold is at 359.
I am overburdened.
So our fire does more damage at the moment.
I can't carry anymore.
Yeah, we got, I don't think I showed these gloves. We were at the shop looking at gloves, and I had those in my cube unidentified. And I was like thinking if I should buy the +1 to skill, and then I ended up identifying those and I had the +1 to both skills. So I didn't have to end up buying the other ones. However, I want something that's got both increased attack speed plus bow skills. Just remember, arachnid lair. The arachnid lair is the wrong one because it's by the waypoint. So we're after the spider cavern. So if I swap weapon, I get the run speed from Zephyr on my offhand. However, I lose strength to be able to use my boots. So then my run speed doesn't increase at all. So I'm just stuck with this. We are low on lightning res. So we did find 2 lumberings. So I can make
I am overburdened.
death mask. 3 sockets. Okay. I don't understand how I go so many games without finding a 3-socket helm, and this one I find 2. I'm not complaining. So the option is to remake this
I can't carry anymore.
and have one with some better cold res. But I don't think that's a good use of it. I think making the physical damage reduction one with life leech is better. Give it to the mercenary. Or if I find another source of can't be frozen, like Death Sash or Ravenfrost, then I could go like a lightning resist helm. In our stash we've got a Nokozen relic from Undario. It's the only unique amulet we got in that half hour we were running her. So when we come up to the next act and need some more fire res, I can swap out the amulet. Now with these death masks dropping, I believe they could roll into Tau Rushes. However, Tau Rushes has a requirement of like 64, 65 or something. So if it rolled Tau Rushes, we still can't use it. And obviously Tau Rushes will be
I am overburdened.
an ideal upgrade for our Merc. Fire enchanted, so we'll just use our cold.
Not enough mana. Not enough mana.
Heavy
Impossible.
gloves. Okay.
I can't.
Let me do a quick search. Spider Cavern D2 area level. It's level 50 in Nightmare. We are 50. Okay. So gambling D2 item levels. Ah, is he poisoned? not enough resistance on it. It's good otherwise, but everything just rolled pretty low. In Diablo 2, the item levels received from gambling is determined by your character level. The item level will be between 5 levels below and 4 levels above. For example, if you are 70, the item will be 65 and 74. So I know the item level of this will be 50, because we dropped in here, but if it dropped off a minion pack, it could be a little higher. So it could be 52 or something.
I can't carry anymore.
You're wondering why the hell do I care about the item level of some silly gloves?
Greetings.
That's because blood gloves D2. We can do some crafting. Blood gloves. Requires a heavy gloves, shark skin gloves, or vampire bone gloves. So these are heavy gloves. Any jewel, a Nephrune, perfect ruby. Is it just a Nephrune? I thought I needed an Amrune. Right, do we have a perfect ruby? Yes, a Nephrune, and a jewel. I'm sure I kept a shitty one around. 1 to minimum. 6% crushing blow, cold resist, fire resist, 1 life leech. The life leech I don't care about. The cold res. Okay. 17 life. It's not bad. I'll hang on to them for a boss. 6% something. Maybe try roll something
anymore.
higher level later on. Could get something better.
Well, praise you. That jade figurine will complete the...
I just muted to do a sneeze, and I am unmuted, so I'm not going to have to re-record this for the moment. As you can tell, I'm slightly annoyed at myself. Okay. Let's go and get our mercenary back.
Hello?
For gloves, we're looking for +1 or +2 to skills, some resistance, increased attack speed, all of those things. Okay. I'm not sure why I'm keeping those topaz. Well, I guess that's why. Do I have another 2? I've got 1 there. I don't care about that. Okay. Right, I took the waypoint, so just I can go on the other side, get some experience along the way, and also try and look for an outlet into this direction, which will go to not the Great Marsh. Okay, I'm going to continue through the Spider Forest and see if we can find our way to the Flayed Jungle, but I'm not hopeful. 29 lightning res. I think that's fine for Nightmare and Souls. Yeah, I feel like this is going to be a straight up dead end. I'm going to have to run all the way back. Can't really do much about it, but I'm trying to avoid the Great Marsh. And the reason I look for the Great Marsh skip and just go look for the Flayer Jungle is because I'd rather look for the Flayer Jungle in here than instead of going into the Great Marsh and then the Great Marsh being just a dead end. And then I have to come back here. So that's why I look for the Flayer Jungle through the Spider Forest.
I need a key. I need a key. It's locked.
So the 6% crushing blow on those gloves is only going to happen when this attack hits. Currently, 58% attack chance to hit. Will be a lot lower on bosses. But I guess the exploding arrow and freezing arrow is very similar. I think that could also count towards it too. So if we've got the mana for it and we're casting exploding arrows, and then that actually does count, not the explosion part, but the arrow hitting. I'm fairly certain that the explosion isn't going to apply crushing blow. It has to be the actual physical portion of the hit. So only one arrow, or one monster being hit is going to cause a crushing blow. So that's not AoE damage. But the whole point of it is just so we can get, this will be into the Great Marsh, which is fine, I guess. If this is not a dead end, we can just continue on to the Flayer Jungle. But the whole point of the crushing blow is because bosses have thousands of HP, and if we get a crushing blow off, straight up dead end. Alright, we'll just go back through the waypoint. Actually, I think I want to try something. I've done this for a very long time. I'll wait until I find another ring. I think if you cube 3 rings and you'll cube into an amulet. So let's give that a go. And vice versa, I think 3 amulets cube into 1 ring. Obviously, we're losing some gold doing that, but we don't need the gold, and it's only a few thousand gold. The whole point of doing it is just to get a chance at finding something useful. That's all. A very slim chance, but it's still a chance. Might be better off with freezing arrow. Might be a little safer, even if damage is slower.
I am overburdened.
There's the ring. There we go. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, I don't know why. I feel like I used to do it all the time, and for some reason I just like to toss them.
I can't carry anymore.
But yeah, I'll keep it. Maybe I get something with more res, some 3 to bow skills, 2 to Amazon skills or something. Or, you know, there's a few things
It's locked.
that can roll.
I need mana.
It feels pretty safe even with our limited resistance. We do have, yeah, you saw that we, what do we do, evade? Chance to a melee or missile attack while walking around. Well, it's probably... Well, there's one of these.
I am overburdened. I am overburdened.
So we can get away with a little bit less resistances just for the fact that we have dodge, evade, avoid. That could, you know, dodge that 1 or 2 hits for it to be enough for you to heal up in that time.
I am overburdened. I am overburdened.
That was a pretty quick way through the Great Marsh. I didn't care to check through any of these indent places because, or these inlets, because it was just going to be a chest or a waypoint, which I didn't care about. Little reflex code.
I am overburdened.
What are we running? Force socket plus 2 to skill. Can't even use it. I don't think it's worthwhile making. Could make it and give it to a Act 1 merc. Wow. Maybe that's why I don't do it. It's just, maybe I did it just for so long and I never got anything out of it.
I am overburdened. I can't carry anymore. I can't carry anymore.
Now, if that had plus 2 to bow skills on it, then yeah, I'll
I am overburdened.
look at using it. Because the plus 2 would be a decent bump in damage. Get rid of it. It does feel a little slower because we're running peace. You know, we don't have that run walk speed anymore. some end game items for this build. Yeah, you've got Shaco, like Harlequin's crest. Plus 2 to skills with magic find and damage reduction, just so good. But obviously we need to find Can't Be Frozen from somewhere else, and the absolute best source for Can't Be Frozen on this build would be Ravenfrost, just without a doubt. It's just absolutely perfect. It's like made for this character. So, yeah, get yourself a Ravenfrost. It will take you a while, but it will come eventually. Because it's got cold damage on it, so that will increase your AoE damage. It's got dex, so allowing you to use higher end bows. It gives you, dex also gives you some attack rating. Alright, got a shell rune. Just after a IO rune.
Carry anymore.
I think it's IO and Soul. Shale, IO Soul, maybe. I feel like that makes sense. I'm talking about the mercenary.
This dagger will separate the faithful from the fallen.
What's going on? Where's the computer lagging? I think I've got a soul rune. Or actually, wait, do I? Might have a spare. But did end up making insight on our mirror. Yeah, Ravenfrost also has attack rating. So attack rating, dex, cold damage, can't be frozen, and cold absorb. And this is a character you'd want to be running with Cold Sunder Charm, and that's gonna
I can't carry anymore.
That's gonna hurt your cold resist. So having the cold absorb, it's gonna counteract that. I found a Ravenfrost on the Paladin guided playthrough, or Let's Play, and when I got it I wasn't that enthused. I'm like, it's not the greatest for this character.
I can't carry anymore.
But I was actually surprised how well it performed on a caster. Because the dex, you know, helped a lot with our block chance. The cold absorbed helped for our lack of cold resist, because we were running pretty good resistances across, but cold was a little bit lower because I don't prioritize it as much. The attack rating had no use, neither did the cold damage. But yeah, it can't be frozen actually. I don't know, I liked it, and it made it real safe as well if I needed to reposition or something. So definitely something you'd want to be using if you're playing hardcore. Otherwise, it's a nice to have on a caster type. Double super unique, so you take him out, and then you can take him out again. And then, yeah, it gives you the 4 items. Oh, maybe it's not 4. Now we get disappointed by a terrible ring.
I am overburdened.
Yep. Just unbelievable.
Good day.
How do you even get something so bad? And we're getting some decent experience. I just feel like it's natural to want to kill things while running through. Whereas with other builds, I just feel like it's more natural just to run through. Okay, I got a soul rune spare. Okay. Yeah, that might be a good thing to do. Get a make smoke, so we can make that for our merc, and then just need the Io rune, and then we can make him a helm that's got life leech on it. I think, or a hell rune as well. We can cube up into an Io rune, so those 2 runes would work. We've got that as a smoke base. So his resistances are fine at the moment because he's pretty over leveled. Anyway, let's take the waypoint back, and now we'll just run up. So, in hell, this section will be a little bit annoying because half of them are like cold immune, the other half are like fire immune. So you're gonna do one hit and then take out some of them and then not take out the rest. You have to keep swapping between the 2. And the ones that are lightning immune are just no problems whatsoever. Twin axe F. So yeah, it's like I play through on like a physical build, and I don't find exceptional weapon bases. Because you think something like that will be easier to find. But it's not.
I can't carry
Our
it.
damage is starting to catch up. It'll be nice once we take out visual. Put another soul in. Take many of those.
I am overburdened.
Um,
I need mana.
yeah, take out each wall and get 2 skills will be very handy.
Not enough mana.
Alright, we're getting close.
I am overburdened. I am overburdened. I can't carry anymore.
So, just, we're in Lower Kurast. And when you see this campfire, the shack or the building, these are 2 super chests. And you've also got a weapon rack and a super chest here. You can pump up the player count. You've also got the armor rack. With so this is a solid armor rack. So we can keep coming here. I think we've got a waypoint right here. Yeah, this is a perfect run. I'll show you. This is only Nightmare, so it's going to be a little lower than Hell. In Hell, you want to be doing this because you get yourself a 1 to 5. I don't think that's good enough. I guess I can. Yeah, they're both pretty trash. So yeah, anyway, I'll show you. In Hell, you get up to Burr runes, and this is how you can farm yourself an Enigma. This is how you get yourself some gold as well if you're ever struggling with gold. You get 10k gold from those 2 items. Okay, this is player 7, so a little bit more dangerous than standard. Tomb Wand, that's good gold. High chance of 21 life, okay. Yeah, why did I have that? Okay. Take the Tomb Wand, Emerald. Okay, now this because there was monsters around, this armor rack won't have the same item. But we come back, and if we enter from the same direction, we can get another Rakakakandin Taj, whatever it's called. It wasn't a complete stutter, but yeah, Karanin. I can't remember what it's called. Alright, let's try see if there's anything nearby. Same direction. Grim shield. I see. This is where you get your runes, but L rune isn't good enough. Actually, I am after an IO rune, so while this was meant to be a little showcase, I can definitely get an IO rune by doing this a few times. And because this is player 7, and that's a boss group, that's just solid experience. Not curious, that could be a good base. That's unfortunate. Tilted armor.
It's locked. I need a key. I can't carry anymore.
I won't do this too much longer. Probably this will be the last one. I just wanted to showcase what it's like to do some lower Kuros chest farming. So if you ever get low on gold, this is the best place to get gold. And on your map, you could end up with 2 campfires. So this whole tile set twice.
I need a key.
So, it's an option for you.
I need mana.
Where's the knockback coming from? Maybe it's one of the... I think that creature just must get knocked back when you hit it. I don't think I've got knockback on any item.
I need mana.
I don't think this is a particularly good weapon. Deadly strike. So 25% chance of doing double damage, and that double damage is nothing. So doubling nothing is still nothing. Yeah, pretty bad.
I need a key.
Ah, well, all 3 are locked. Let's get a key. Now we got a lot of experience from that.
Yes.
4 keys is enough. Let's drop the player's count back to 1. That way we don't struggle. And last chance of an IO rune. That's a shame. Okay, no monsters around. No.
I am overburdened.
If you enter the same direction, you should be able to have the same items dropped on that weapon rack. But I don't know what was around that first time I checked that the rack. I don't know, just shooting these freezing arrows is just such a feel good when they just freeze. Because it's not like they're chilled like with a sorceress in their blizzard or whatever. No, it's straight up, they're frozen. But you just shatter all their corpses. Just the sound is good. What's it? Oh wow. The sound is the same as before. Man, I can't believe this is how I used to play. Just unbelievable. Like it's these graphics have like become the norm to me. That the old graphics just seem unbelievable.
Not enough mana.
18. Still a little below. I think maybe adding into some synergies will pump it up. So it's 18, so 2 levels, so usual get it to 20, and then we can start pumping up the synergies. How much is it? By 12% per level. It's 14% per level. So when this gets to levels 20, what's it going to be like? 400 and I don't know. Let's say 440 plus 12% per synergy. There's already 1 point in the synergy, so we'll just say 440. We'll just say 400 is the unsynergized max of it. So every level we put a point into its synergy will be 48 additional damage, because that's 12%. Oh, I feel like putting into synergies now is more damage than actual skill points. But anyway, we'll still max it out. And then if it's 48 per level, we've got 19 levels of that. That means 480 per 10, so that's almost 1,000 extra damage, minus one level we've already got in there. So yeah, maxing that out is going to pump this up to like 1,500 per hit. That's if my math is correct.
I can't carry anymore.
And that seems to be about right.
I am overburdened. I can't carry anymore.
Well, give me a pierce. Give me a pierce. There we go.
I can't carry anymore. I need mana.
After the sewers. Oh, cool, a waypoint. Should be a sewer around here somewhere. Here we go. Using arrow in here because those little shits. I don't even know what they're called. Soul killers. Is that it? Yes, it is. Awesome. Winged helm. Wow.
I can't carry
So
anymore.
the unique winged
I
helm
am overburdened.
is +1 or 2 to Amazon skills and plus run speed and maybe knockback. And the
I can't carry anymore.
set item is Gulliam's health helm. G-face is what it's easily known as. And that's got crushing blow on it and strength. So set item or unique item are both very useful. And you see this blizzard just is doing 0 damage to us.
I need mana.
It probably is healing us. It's not freezing us. And that's because of our helm.
I need mana.
The lightning's doing some damage because we're not got much resistance, but drop the blizzard on us. I'm pretty sure that blizzard is healing us.
I need mana. I can't carry anymore. I need mana.
And if you respect at this point, your freezing arrow should be doing a lot more damage than what mine is.
I need mana.
Okay. You can see I'm not struggling.
I am overburdened. It's locked.
Oh,
I need mana. I need mana.
You
let's get some mana pots. Is he
All
gonna
this
survive?
trouble over a tattered book.
He should survive.
good day.
Now that
Get the mana pots. This has felt like a really easy way through Act 3. Hasn't been difficult whatsoever.
Not in town.
Ah,
I can't.
a fail. Why? Poisoned.
It's locked.
It was blue as well. It's the wrong. Just in the wrong unit. I think
I can't carry anymore.
if it did drop, I'd be really real annoyed because it's just not that useful for us.
I need mana.
Oh, unique Chris. But That stuff can't be frozen. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 95 poison res can't be frozen, 20 max poison resist. But we can't equip that with the bow. It'd be nice if we had, like you can just,
I can't carry
I don't know,
anymore.
equip it to your belt or something,
Impossible.
get the benefits of it,
Impossible.
but not use it to attack.
I can't carry anymore. I can't carry anymore.
It has the opportunity to be a lot of damage, and that one does not have the damage. Should be towards the left.
I need mana.
Stinging dolls.
I need
So the other ones were soul killers, and these are dolls. What's the difference?
not enough
Ooh.
mana. I am overburdened.
Coronet is a good option for imbue. Also, it can be 3 sockets, I'm pretty sure.
I need mana. I can't carry anymore. I need a key.
That's a lot of stuff.
I'm overburdened.
That's a lot of
I can't
experience.
carry anymore.
Eesh, what are these extra fast or something? That was so much experience. That's just so much damage.
I can't carry anymore. I can't carry anymore. I can't carry anymore. It's locked.
Very big map in Nightmare and Hell. In normal, the map is tiny as. This is risky. Actually, let's check a decoy up. Yeah,
Not
that's
enough
working a lot
mana.
better. This is only level 1. You can't honestly be completely wrapping around and then it was right and not left. See, it needs to be left out of this direction, but it's wrapping all around. Technically this is still left, however, it's to the right. what a pain in the ass. So out of here, you need to go to the left. And if you follow the left wall all the way around, you end up here. So it is still to the left, but because of how the map ended up, it looks like it's to the right, but it's to the left. This is the last area. Because if it was to the right, then the whole map wouldn't exist. It would just be here. All of that wouldn't make any sense. And like, just the way the map was, I just felt like it was going to be to the right. But anyway, so over here you've got the waypoint to the left, and then typically for level 2 you've got straight ahead to be the stairs to level 3, or from the left to the waypoint of the waypoint. Yeah,
I am overburdened.
maps have a funny way of
I am
acting
overburdened. I am
sometimes,
overburdened.
and you could end up with something in the middle of the map. Like, we don't have a use for our mercenary. Our level 15 Valkyrie just takes care of that for us.
I am overburdened. I can't carry anymore.
Our mercenary at the moment, I guess, is just some extra crowd control. Oh, is the map gonna be true? Is it gonna be? Yep. So there you go. Straight ahead. Doesn't always end up that way, but yeah, to the left you got the waypoint, and then straight ahead. However, for us to get straight ahead, we have to go all through that way.
I can't carry anymore.
I normally don't bother, but
It's
I
locked.
don't know, this character feels strong enough to take care of them, so I am. Let's just bring in the other gloves, see if they do anything. Safety TP just in case. And I think I'm going to go with fire. I don't know if crushing blows doing anything. Oh, that looked like a crushing blow hit. Yeah. Oops. I think it's us. When the big chunk comes off, I think it's probably us.
I need more.
And now at this point,
I need more.
crushing blows are not going to be as effective.
I need more. I need more.
Mercenary still somehow survived.
Not enough mana. Success. But still, there's something not right.
Want to see what that sword is.
Oh,
I can't carry anymore.
It's very disappointing, those drops.
whoa.
That's so bad. Make sure you've liked and subscribed so you can continue on the next part. 100 ED max damage. It's alright, but 86, this is twice, 3 times as strong.
It's
Super
wrong.
chest over here. We can check the armor rack. Circle it. Well, that's Act 3 done. Nice and easy. Now I think for here,
Greetings.
I might just put in Nokuzan Relic in the cube. I guess for the first area we could use it, and if there's souls, probably swap back for the massive 3 lightning res that these provides. Actually, I think a Nokuzan's probably just going to be better the whole time. 79 fire resistance, so we're doing good. Alright, well that's it for this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.